You know what I must say? This championship, it really, really does look amazing on me because I make this championship. You know what, Canary? You should be proud of yourself. You're doing a great job as the junior heavyweight. Interruptions. Rude. Alright, is this thing recording? Alright. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have just received a letter, and I haven't opened it yet, of course, you know, because the Canary is a man of the people, he's a champ of the people, so I think it's only right that I open it in front of you amazing people. So let's see this. Oh, forgot to read that part. Confidential, for the attention of the schmuck. Huh. What do you know? Well, I only know one great schmuck, and that's the host of NWF Forward, Crossen. Sorry about this. Oh, it is Crossen.
Dear Canary Kid, after a further review of the facts and statistics involving the NWF channel, we have come to the conclusion that we cannot get any views or any attention without you on our show. With that in mind, we have came to the conclusion that we need your amazingness and championship on our show every time. So, therefore, we are offering you the role of the brand new co-host of the show. We regret to inform you that this is because Schmucker Crossen cannot do his job right. Please get back to us as soon as possible. From NWF.
Looks like NWF Forward has a new co-host.
Yeah.
Alrighty, it's Thursday night. We're live. It's me, Dixie Dave, still your co-host of NWF Rewind, with my co-host, Crossen.
And let's not get confused, everybody. We're talking Ricky Henry there, a little promo for us, talking about NWF Forward, which is the other podcast I do on Thursdays. Dave is still the NWF Rewind podcast, folks, so don't worry. You're not losing Dixie Dave. He'll still be here.
And, not yet, but I got two people. We do have two people today that have kind of been trying to ease their way in here.
Well, we do, but you know what? They're always welcomed in here. You know, that goes for everybody.
Exactly.
But you know, I want to talk though a little bit about the Canary Kid being my new co-host at NWF Forward. You know that I'm really looking forward to that, and I think that's going to be a good thing. And you know, when Ricky and I talked about this, you know, he says he wants to make the show a little more entertaining. So he says, can we do like kind of in character stuff like what he did there? And I said, absolutely. So, you know, a little bit of in character, a little bit of, you know, kind of have a little bit of that. Plus we get his young perspective with these young guests that I have on Forward, Dave. I think that's a good thing.
Exactly.
You know, he can relate to them, and he's doing it as well himself. So it's just, I think that's a good fit. And
yeah, I mean, and you know, not to step on the Canary Kid's toes or anything.
I do it all the time.
But you know, you never know. There may be days where Dixie Dave gets a wild hair, and he says, "Jump into grace forward with my presence."
Well, We got the guests talking. They can't hear it, but we'll go. I can't wait to get their take on this with Jeff Dinsmore and Jamie McParland. And we can hear. I can hear them. I don't know if you can.
Yep. Oh, I can hear them.
But I know our viewers can't hear them yet.
But you know,
hey, and Dave, I want to acknowledge. Haven't seen him in a while, but he's here. Nicholas Wadler, welcome in, and glad you're with us on Rewind here. It's gonna be a great show. Because we have two great guests with us that are going to join us on this show, Dave.
You know, this show is Hall of Fame worthy.
Yeah.
With today's show. I mean, you know, you yourself are a Hall of Famer multiple times.
Yep.
I myself am a Hall of Famer multiple times. So, you know, it's already a Hall of Fame worthy. But, you know, our guests today are also Hall of Famers.
Yep. In fact, this show is going to have most of the Hall of Fame of 2024 in here, with the exception of 2 people, or 3 people, I should say. Yeah. So that's pretty cool.
You know, but before we get to that, you know, Crusher and I were talking earlier today, and Crusher let me in on a little piece of information. And, you know, granted, yeah, it's taken us 2 years to do it. But I would like to say thank you to our viewers.
Yes, thank you very much. All of our viewers, approaching 3,000 subscribers now. We have now went into the first phase of monetization. And it took a while, but we're there. And the cool thing about that, Dave, is it's the first phase of it, which gives us now super chats and super thanks and all that kind of stuff. But with that also comes memberships. So now I can roll out memberships for the NWF Video Network right on YouTube. So for those who don't want to leave the YouTube platform, they can just join our premium membership, and they can get access to all the NWF videos that we're showcasing on the new and improved, you know, the Video Network Premium.
Yep. So, you know, we've got 2 levels that you can do. You can do a #1 contendership, and Crusher, you can let them know what they get for the #1 contenders.
Yeah, that's just the basic membership that every YouTube channel has. It's like $3 a month or whatever. And it gives you the ability to get, you know, little cool emojis you can use. And you get also 10% off on anything on our products. So you get a discount.
On our website.
And,
so, you know, you can get a cool shirt like this, or you can get a Hall of Fame t-shirt like Crossen.
Yep, I've got the Hall of Fame shirt on that them guys have. That's got all this on there.
I mean, not to plug our merch, but.
Right.
Yeah.
But then if you get the Championship Club membership, that's what gets you access to all those Video Network videos. Only members will get to be able to see that on YouTube, and it'll be in true 1080p, which is just as good a quality as Vimeo. So yeah, that's a cool thing.
And Crusher,
Dave, I don't want to keep our guests waiting. We got to roll that 3-minute promo quick that shows what's coming on the Video Network, and then we're going to bring in Jeff Dinsmore and Jamie McParland, 2 regulars that I'm just thrilled to have with us on this show today. So,
all right, let's roll that 3-minute promo for the new video.
Yeah, let's watch this promo. It's only 3 minutes, and when we come out of this promo, we will have Dr. Dread and Ricky Vaughn, Jamie McParland, Jeff Dinsmore in with us. So. And this is one of Jamie's favorite shows, by the way, because it's got the match with me and him, where I got booed, in Jamie's words. So, yeah. But anyways, let's watch this promo. It's we're going back to the beginning, folks. Group W Cable Studio Show 26 promo. And, man, I hate watching this stuff, but I know the fans like it. So here goes the promo.
Yeah.
Hello, folks. Welcome to the TWA, the Major League of Kids Professional Wrestling.
And I'd just like to say that if the jackknife is out there, he's in trouble, him and his side.
Boy, I don't know, Jackknife Jacob, but if I was you, I'd be shaking in my boots. That sounds like a pretty serious threat. Ooh, the clothesline. You can hear that baby crack all the way in here.
Pressure Crossen has been working on it. Obviously, has improved every show with that. Might be a little too early, but oh, the headbutt! Oh, folks, that is TWA action at its best.
Oh no!
He slams his head into the chair. Okay, the pile driver. No, the inverted body vice. Association here. Look at this pile. Now look at that.
Oh my lord.
Now the camera.
The hold should be barred. The hold should be barred. Tell you at this time, merciless Mike Ackerman well in control of this match versus Jackknife Jacob. Jackknife, not being able to use any of his underhanded tricks, seems to be in a little bit of trouble here.
And I can't wait for that. And don't interfere with my interviewing time. No! Let me speak. For wrestlers in the heavyweight division, but right now we need Little League wrestlers. But in block, and that's a submission hold. Pressure Cross is not watching, though.
The main event, we have the title match with that body slam spectacular added into it, where the first man to body slam the other man gets $1,500. Boy, I tell you, though, I must say, Jackknife got a little hot with that introduction.
Body slam! Jackknife, explode off you.
Ooh,
That's
the bolo.
Favorite move.
Say, ref, where's the 1,500? I slammed him in the ring.
You never slammed him.
Never slammed me. Rich, you know it as well as I were. You were at ringside interviewing it. You seen me slam that pussyfoot Jack Jealous Jacob. You seen me slam him. You know, he comes in here and he always has something in store. So some sort or another. He said he had his ultimate plan that he's gonna be against us. Well, looks like that was a backfire. Ain't no referee, but that ain't gonna do no good.
You guys are in a world of hurt. If this keeps going this way with no referee, something's going to have to be done about this. Even if it means I myself going in there and stopping this one. Back in there, and Killer Campa starting to open up on Crusher Cross after Crusher seemed to get the best one with the chair for a while there.
All right, and we're back from the promo of show 26 going on the Video Network on, what did it say, September
1st, right?
It said September 1st. That's actually wrong. I should have been updated. September 15th, folks.
Yeah, the
September
5th.
15th. Yeah, because we already had our first video. That's the one we're watching today.
Yeah.
From the Dri-Dock.
The Dri-Dock.
If you are unfamiliar, below me we have Jamie McParland, a.k.a. Ricky Vaughn. Underneath Crusher Crossen, we have Jeff Dinsmore, a.k.a. Dr. Dread.
Both of which are on this show today. So,
and both of which are also Hall of Famers.
Oh, yeah. Yep. And, so it's going to be these Dri-Dock shows, guys, they were fun. I mean, they were.
Oh, yeah.
It was the pinnacle of the league, Jeff. I mean, this is what all the hard work led to, is we turned into, really, in all honesty, a full-blown independent league.
Yeah, no doubt. You got it. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, I remember at one point, didn't Silo Sam show up at the Dri-Dock once?
Yeah, he was there. Yeah.
He did.
Yeah. I mean, Jamie, I think we're in the ring with
spar with him.
Yeah.
I was.
Yep.
Yeah. I think a bunch of the big guys, nobody wanted to spar with him. I was like, screw it, I'll do it. And for people who don't know, Silo Sam was, he was in Pee-wee's Big Adventure. He was, I forget his name, but he's the super tall guy that's chasing Pee-wee around the dinosaur monument in Pee-wee's Big Adventure. And then he went on to do wrestling. And
a
God,
brief
he
period,
was like
right?
7 feet tall or something.
Yeah,
Right.
he was 7'1" or something like that.
He didn't last long, though. He didn't really go anywhere either.
No, he didn't.
But he was kind of a flash in the pan, but it was a big name at the time.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
And of course, the other guy that poked in there was Jim Mitchell, which we don't always like to talk about him.
Yeah.
And that's where when Jamie refers to he actually got paid. Initially, it was with the Jim Mitchell involvement, because Jim would pay the guys $5 or something ridiculous like that.
If that.
Yeah.
I'm still getting paid to wrestle though, so
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Eddie was pretty good. I mean, when me and Steve worked with him in '86, I think he paid us at that time like about $40 or $50 a match, which in 1986 was a lot of money.
Yeah, that is a lot.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
I mean, for us at the time when we didn't make a dime otherwise.
Right.
Stop.
Yeah, so
Sorry, the dog is crazy.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Jeff. I got 2 crazy ones here too.
Well, I got a new kitty, and so he's just like, stop.
And he wants to find that cat then, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, I seen the picture on Facebook actually. But no, like this card too, we're gonna watch today at the Dri-Dock is one of Jamie's favorites. He really, you know, you've heard Jamie talk about this match he and I had before, and it's one of my favorites too, not just Jamie's. And you know what? Why I liked work. First of all, I loved working tag team with Jeff. Okay, that's Crusher Cross and Dr. Ed. I love that. That was a great team. But having a match with somebody like Jamie, it was just, I knew it would be a good match because Jamie, you know, Jeff, you know this, he could work very well with any of us. And he doesn't think he was that good is the funny thing. He was very good actually.
Yes, absolutely. Yep, I mean, no doubt.
I mean, I'm working with the best wrestler in the league. So he just made me look good, you know. So, that's why it's my favorite match.
I tell you what, guys, I'm gonna start the show up. We're just gonna transfer to the watch along, and we're gonna just keep chatting away here. And let's get this show on the road.
All right, sounds good.
As you know, this is the new and improved version. Not quite as good of the resolution as it is when it's on the Video Network, because they have to cut the resolution in half to get it to work on the live stream. But it's still nice and cleaned up. So
it's a lot better than the old VHS.
Oh yeah. And when I clean these shows up, when they're multiple cameras like this, it's a little bit more work. Like, first of all, I rebuilt this intro's been all rebuilt, so it's the same intro. I just redid it so the text looks nice.
Yeah, I was gonna say the text looks great.
Yeah, but what I do on these Dri-Dock shots with the multiple van and the multiple cameras, I color correct every shot, white balance correct, skin tone correct, and then color balance the cameras so that all of the shots look the same. That's not an easy process. As, you know, because all those cameras were not calibrated right.
Yeah.
And that's Jason Crossen, of course.
We have such names as Dr. Dread.
Well, he got cheered, unlike me.
And the new National Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Champion, he is Tom Tyler.
Yeah, we had to strip Kelsey of the belt and give it to Tom Tyler because Kelsey was no-showing us. I see Jeff. Jeff right next to Jason there.
Peeking around the corner there.
Oh, shoot. I got to get Jeff in here, you guys. I forgot. Hang on, Jeff. You're coming in. I just didn't add you to the thing. There you are.
There he is.
There I am.
Sorry, Jeff. I forgot I had to add you.
All right. There's Uncle Donald.
Yeah, that's Jeff's uncle, the referee.
It sounds like really? Doc. Oh, wow. That guy sounds like Dr. Dread.
If he talked. We had to keep Dr. Dread quiet because otherwise they'd know.
Yep.
Look how young everybody is. It's so crazy.
Oh, my.
Jeff actually had hair back then.
I actually had hair.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Jesus Christ. Oh, wow.
Jeff Dinsmore also went into the Hall of Fame as Jeff Dinsmore this year as well.
Yeah.
Of Fame. Now, this music I had to change out, guys. This ain't the original music anymore because copyright issues, but Jason, he didn't want to be there that night. That look on his face. But, you know, Jason could be very moody. Jamie, you know that.
Yes, I do. Has Jason been on the show yet?
No, he was scheduled to come on, but he missed it, and he wants to come on. I think we will get him one of these days.
Yeah, I'd love to see Jason on the show.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to take out Bad to the Bone or whatever they used. You know, copyright issues again. So any copyrighted music has to go away now. There's the mystery man, Leslie Johnson.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember him.
And the Destructors, John Hoffman, Ryan Rudd. Mike went out on Jason.
Mike problems. Perfect for the NWF. Even the podcast. Even I
good.
To this day, have Mike problems.
There we go. We're back. But doesn't it look nice though? Colors.
Looks real good.
Yeah.
Real
Wonder what it
good.
was.
Yeah.
Hopefully the AI makes some of my moves better.
We'll see when we get that match, Jamie, that you and I had. That comes up after this match, so we're second match of the night. Here's one of those shots that was messed up color-wise. I got it pretty good,
Right.
but you can tell it's a little off still.
Ice Dragon.
Yeah, Chris Downs, Ice Dragon.
Ice Dragon, yes.
Starting to grow his hair long at this point.
Yeah.
This was initially going to be a singles match, and then Jeff changed it to a tag match. Yeah, you can see yourself, Jeff. You'll come out there and you'll kind of coordinate it. So yeah, guys, feel free to ask any questions, comments, anything you got. We'll take them and bring them in here. And as we always do. There's Jeff. He's changing it up.
I can't believe I've had hair. Oh, my goodness. Good Lord.
Mr. Man's saying, we didn't sign no tag match.
We don't want no stinking.
And this is where we bring in Rick Pitts and the Hitman Hernandez to tag with us.
Rick Pitts is going to wrestle.
Yeah, he really wanted to, and so he finally gets his chance in the Dri-Dock days.
Wow.
I
don't remember.
He was a doggone good guy.
Yeah.
He was awesome.
You know, Rick Pitts had a really good heart. He not a mean bone in his body.
Yeah, he was great.
Yeah. Just had a little alcohol problem. He just couldn't stop drinking.
Yep.
And I'll never forget the conversation I had to have with him in July 26th at the Armory when he was plastered. Yeah, and he was screwing up finishes, guys. He was, he wrecked a couple matches, and then finally after the third match, I said, Rick, and I could smell the booze on him. Like, you need to sober it up. And here I am, a 16-year-old kid telling this adult, you got to sober up. Kind of awkward, you know. But Rick totally understood. He understood, and he never showed up that bad again, but he still showed up drunk a few times.
Oh, he was hammered. Oh,
Jeff,
my.
Rick Pitts passed away quite a while ago. I think it was a heart attack. Do you remember?
Yes, he did. He was such a good guy. He was just, I don't know. It was funny one time we were with the band, Westbound, and we were at Pavlitsky's one time, and his Mike was driving in the van there, and I was in there too, and he was just hammered, and all of a sudden some guy went in and cut him across, or whatever, beeped the horn, and he's like, "Shut up, fucking asshole!" And it wasn't even him. He was so drunk. Oh my God.
Man,
but I'll tell you what, he was so good. He was such a nice guy.
Yeah. You know, he first came in to be a referee for us, and then we had him the acting president of the league, James W. Wilson. He was that guy as well for us.
Yeah.
I used to have a show of interviews that we did because we got rained out of a show one time. We just taped interviews, and Rick was doing coming in as the president of the league and everything, kind of like a Stanley Blackburn thing. And I don't have that anymore. I never saved that because I figured there's no wrestling here. Why did I want to keep this? Right. I wish I would have saved it now, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Rick wanted to be a wrestler.
He did. He was referee for many years for us. But he finally gets his chance to do some wrestling now. He still refs. You'll still see him out reffing here, too, as well.
Yeah.
So how did Rick get involved with the league? Do you remember?
Tim Holland.
I was obviously around.
Thandar.
I'm amazed that Rick Pitts can
He was. He lived in the apartment complex with them there, and they brought him in. You know, he said, "Hey, this guy, he would like to, be a ref for us. Can we, I think I was wanting an adult ref at that point, and so I kind of just Tim, I think, came up with them for me. I don't know exactly how that happened, but I remember Tim bringing him in. Tim Holland. Thandar. Yeah, I wanted adult refs.
Probably drinking buddies.
Yeah, not maybe at that point because Tim was still 16, 17. But...
Yeah, trust me.
Defending it for the first time on TV against Grizzly Stevens.
Yeah, Hitman Hernandez, Jeff. What do you know about him?
You know what? I thought he was going to be pretty good, but he was just
He had a
I don't know.
flamboyant character. I mean, he was.
Oh yeah, yeah. But he was just, I don't know.
He kind of muscled his way in these matches. Didn't take a lot of bumps.
Yes, exactly. He didn't really take any bumps at all.
So he always wanted to have he was like one of these spot monkeys, everybody. He always wanted to have his spots, but never really wanted to give any.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I never had a match with Hitman, but I remember that about him.
Yeah, I didn't either, because he was just, I don't know.
Oh, that's a low blow.
I know him and Larry had a feud, Luscious Larry. Hitman.
Yeah. Well, the Dri-Dock was unreal. That was just, oh man.
The only thing I don't have from the Dri-Dock, my involvement was the first taping we did there, the WrestleVision. The second time we came back. It was the second time we came back in there. We were there earlier, but and we did 3 shows that night. That was where Kelsey and I had our rematch and everything.
Yep.
And I don't have those for whatever reason. Those tapes got recorded over before I could actually, make them, transfer them. So I lost those. I wish I had those. That was a good. First show was a good one that we did.
I'll tell you what, that looks really good though. Unbelievable.
So, guys, I see Sky Sports Video News. Crusher, this is the first time I noticed that wrestlers in black are hard to see. Is this due to the upscaling in the video? Yeah, it was just a little dark at the Dri-Dock. Some of these Dri-Dock tapings were lit a little better. This one was a little dark. So the problem is if I try to brighten it up, we start getting weird artifacts. So
you can get weird artifacting, and you can wash
out.
Yeah. So I just try to keep it as best I can. Certain other matches will get. I think it'll get a little bit better. I think they're adjusting the cameras still on this first match, and I think it might brighten up a little bit better.
Yeah.
He picks them up.
So yeah.
So when you guys did armory cards, did they have the truck back then?
We had the truck for the last armory card that we just watched last show, the Superstars 87 that you were on, Jamie. Okay. That one we had the truck for. But everything before that, it was all separate, individual cameras and hard edits and stuff.
Was the truck a new thing at that time, or was it just the first time you were able to use it?
First time we're able to use it. Like, they've had the van, and for the longest time, they only used it for official cable stuff, and then they opened it up to everybody.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And then Greg and Scott could use it. And then we used it for all the Dri-Dock cards. We had the van.
Yep.
So if anybody doesn't know what we're referring to when we talk about the truck, they actually had like a box truck that had a full editing bay, CRT TV sets, and
yep, exactly.
Did like the titles on the screen and everything, super professional, and then big cameras on dollies and cables that ran out to the truck. It was a really crazy production.
It was really nice, nice. Yep.
Mm-hmm. And you know something, that 87 Armory card, we had the van, was the very first time they were doing replays. Like, that was a new thing, like to be able to do instant replays on actual. That was, you don't understand how complicated that was back then to do that.
Because it was on tape.
It was
so
on
they
tape,
would have to rewind the tape.
No, they had a second deck recording simultaneously, and then they're able to rewind and do a replay. Yeah. Pretty crazy.
Was this on? Was the truck a 3/4 inch tape?
Yes, everything 3/4 inch in there.
Yeah, 3/4. Yep.
So for anybody who doesn't know, typical VHS tape is 1/2 inch, and 3/4 inch is a bigger tape.
Yes.
And I think they use 3/4 inch tape on soap operas, and that's why soap operas do so much different than regular television.
Right, and the news would use that.
Yeah, the news,
all that stuff.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit better quality. Yeah. The wider the tape, the better the quality.
Yeah. You get more information on the.
Yeah. Hitman could do a good promo.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Here's Jeff telling him off.
Before this night is over, you gotta call your manager because you've got a match with Grizzly Stevens. Right here.
I love it.
Oh, Grizzly Stevens would eat this guy for lunch.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, no doubt.
He's in Vegas right now recruiting people to be in the family.
He had a
Whatever
good
happened to Grizz?
Grizzly. He's still around. He's friends with me on Facebook. What is he, Jeff? In Tennessee?
Yeah, I think he's in Tennessee or Kentucky or somewhere. Or so.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard a Grizzly.
Likes to play guitar.
Stay tuned.
Yep. He's a good guitar player, actually.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Grizzly was a nice guy too. Super
Oh,
nice
God,
guy.
yeah.
And by the way, Sky
Tennessee.
Sports and Gizmo and Company, if you missed the beginning, check out Ricky Henry. He opened up the show for us with a little bit of an announcement. Pretty good stuff, don't you think, guys?
Yeah, very good.
What's your new wrestling name? What was he calling you?
Oh, me? Oh, he calls me Schmucker. Schmucker Crossen now.
Schmucker
Yeah.
Crossen. I love it.
Smucker.
Yeah. All right, Jamie, we're coming to our match. We get to watch it.
Oh, here we go.
New and improved. Crusher Crossen versus Ricky Vaughn. Now watch what happens to Jamie here as he runs
God,
the ropes.
Is this where I fall
This,
through the ropes?
this is
You,
it right
Jamie?
here.
Oh, my goodness.
Whoa! Out of the ring he goes.
Jesus. And that's how you win the crowd over, people. You make yourself look real dumb.
You knew that was doing that. You knew it, didn't you? Jamie, you knew it, didn't you?
Oh, my God.
Now, guys, because I had to take my music out in the beginning, the boos got taken out accidentally.
Yeah.
But those boos will be in the end of the match. Don't worry. You'll hear them at the
All
end.
right.
Hey, Crusher, I'm going to bring in a comment while you're being in.
Sure. Go ahead.
I will never forget the time that you...
All right, let's read this comment quick. Jamie, we have been looking forward to seeing your match with Crusher tonight. How old were you and Crusher when you wrestled in tonight's match? We love you too, Dave. So Jamie, it was November. It was December of '87.
God Lord.
Let me see. I can actually figure that out.
So how old were you?
Oh, look at that. Look at the strength that
I was 13.
13, and I was 17, and then about a month away from turning 18. God, I was that much older than you, huh? But I loved having matches with Jamie, though, because we've had a few, and it was just a night off here.
Yeah, no, we definitely talked about stuff, and I think a lot of times we try. You know, Sean had new moves that he wanted to try. That
like the German suplex.
Yeah, German suplex, which is super scary.
We never did it. Jamie and I did it for the first time in this match.
Yeah.
Ready to lock up here?
It's all about trust in you know, if you have that trust in who you're wrestling with. You know, you can make
Jamie and
that
I
stuff
only
happen,
have one blunder in this match, and I'll show you when it happens.
Sean's so good at selling stuff.
Oh, yeah. Just like Taylor.
Yeah, Steve was a master at that.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
who
but
I
you were
learned
pretty
from.
good yourself.
I was gonna say I learned it from Steve. You know, Steve was the one who I really picked up that from watching him in my own matches. You know.
Oh yeah, he was awesome.
Because he would sell for me, and I realized that's what you need to do.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit of technical wrestling from it, Jamie and I. You know, we could kind of get a little technical, even though we had no amateur skills whatsoever.
Just trying to take a break and catch our breath.
This is the way
That's Don LeBeau reffing for us, Jeff Dinsmore's uncle.
It comes down hard on that arm.
A lot of times I would just make moves up, you guys. In the fly.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Looks like my adult teeth finally came in.
Simple wrist lock here.
Ricky Vaughn with the elbow to the gut, obviously.
Yeah, you know, we looking the part now, Jamie. We got the wrestling boots. We got.
Oh, nice job.
Yeah, elbow drop. Elbow drops were big back then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Dusty.
Yeah.
Big influence on us.
Working on Jamie's left arm here. And I pulled him by the hair, and oh boy, those fans let me know about it, didn't they? Jesus, I couldn't do anything.
Even though you're a face crusher, you earned your heel status that night.
And this is a move they usually love me doing.
I think
not today. They're saying they're all booing me just for even thinking about doing it. So I do a leg drop instead.
It's not what
I usually do a knee to the nuts there, guys. But if I would have done that, I would have got so many boos, I'd have never heard the end of it.
He slaps him in the face.
That was a karate chop.
No, Jason,
I don't
that
even
was
know that
just
my
bad
balls had
referee.
dropped at that point. So it couldn't have been too bad.
What the-
Oh man.
Good suplex. Good suplex by
That was
Jamie.
good.
Cameraman is here now.
I mean, I did it, but Jamie sold it.
Oh, that's very painful.
Gosh, that's another move you don't see anymore.
He is a clown.
No,
Exactly.
no.
The hamstring pull.
If you'll notice, I have a bandana tied around my waist, and it's
Yeah.
because my spandex pants were too big and they would fall down. So I
You're
use a
kidding
bandana
me.
as a belt.
Is that what that is for?
Yeah, that's what that is.
I was wondering why you had that bandana around your
Yeah.
waist.
Stealing my moves with a short arm clothesline or inverted clothesline.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, you know, this is like, it was so fun, you guys, the Dri-Dock, doing all your
Oh
moves,
my.
getting a match
Yep.
like this, with having a match with Jamie. It was just a great time.
Says he's been told.
And now Jeff, you notice Jeff went to the commentating table and said, "This is the new Crusher Crossen being trained by Dr. Red." He's covering for me for the boos.
Oh, there we go. Okay, that makes sense.
There you go.
Jeff
There
knew
you
I was
go.
getting booed, and he wanted to kind of make it make sense.
Now, could the audience hear the commentators at the table, or was it just
A little bit.
Okay.
Like one time, Jason in this match goes, "Crusher, throw to superior strength," and the guy goes, "Superior strength." Yeah, one of those guys booing me, you know.
Dr. Greg
good
showed you how.
Good drop kick by Jamie.
Damian Thorne is in the house now.
Ah,
Comment.
Damien. This match looks very good. It almost looks like it was rehearsed. Crusher, I hope Ricky
Yeah.
is watching this now. You would have taken him back in the day. Well, Ricky's right here with us. That's Jamie McParland right below Dixie Dave there. That's the one I'm wrestling. So that is Ricky Vaughn. Ricky Vaughn is Jamie McParland.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Mr. Crossen's mini-me, as I refer to
Oh,
him.
Yes.
come on.
Yeah, we look like almost like twins here.
Yeah.
Where do you think I got the idea to buy the wrestling singlet?
But you wear the black shirt under it to make it a little
Well,
different.
that's because I was chubby. It was,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, that's why Dr. Dread wore the blue. We'll see Dr. Dread later on. But he wore the blue doctor.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
medical scrubs, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
right.
Oh, that
That's
makes sense.
exactly
Jamie,
what it was.
you got me right in the face, by the way. The camera didn't get it. Got
sorry.
me, that's why I got that look. I'm like, I was kind of, what the, he just slapped me in the face here.
Oh boy, here comes my
I
receipt.
can't believe that, Jamie. I can't.
Ricky Vaughn's coming back for more.
Oh, that's.
And then I almost got
then you
stuck
got
myself
stuck.
like Jamie.
We both get stuck in the ropes.
Now, I do that 100 times, and then I do it in the match, and I get hung up.
Oh, that's so funny.
There you see him. Wait a minute.
That one we talked about doing, the double
Yeah.
block.
Yeah.
I remember going over that with Jamie beforehand.
I remember when you started that, when you said it.
Yeah, like I'm gonna block you, you block me, and
Likewise, Crossen wins,
Yeah.
Tim. I don't care who wins here. What
here comes that German suplex. This is the first time we ever did it.
It was scary.
Oh, yeah.
suplex, belly to back suplex.
I mean, I've done it before, but it's the first time I did it with Jamie.
and he goes
Yeah.
right back to the
Okay, so tuck your chin, kid.
very
Was
technical
the
wrestling here in these
was the
parts.
pile driver where you go forward? Was that your first? I thought there was
Vaughn reverses it,
one.
puts him in a leg
Oh no,
scissors.
I've done that a number of times. That's what I hurt Peter with.
Oh,
That
that's
same
right. Okay.
move.
Crossen has to
That's
get to the
right.
But I learned from Peter,
Right.
so I didn't. Jamie is fine on that. This one. It looked great too, by the way. That 4 pile driver at the end.
Yeah.
I tell you what, though, actually, that match was really good. I mean, some of the other matches were just, easy and quick done.
Oh,
See
this
you later.
really hurt.
That
Right
was
here.
good.
Yeah.
I think to the groin.
Yeah, my groin got stretched out a little bit there. I remember that.
I probably spread the legs too far when I did
Yeah,
that.
yeah, that was my payback for slapping you in the face.
And I see your bandana has fallen down on your boot now.
Yeah,
It was
I
around
don't
your
know
knee.
why I was wearing a bandana on my boot. I think.
It was around your knee initially.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Was Ice Dragon wearing bandanas on his legs? Is that where I got that idea from?
I don't know. He used to wear one around his neck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he did.
Here's our
Yep.
mess up right here. It's supposed to be a drop kick.
Oh, sorry.
So I do the double drop kick, and Jamie was looking for a third leapfrog. So shit
I
happens,
would have thought we
guys.
would have done a third leapfrog.
Yeah, when you have a blunder like that, you just got to keep. What do we call it, Dave? A botch?
Yep.
Yeah.
Business.
Yep.
Yeah, just keep going.
Come on, Vaughn.
Yeah,
waste 'em.
that's our only mess up. Yeah, we're entitled. Jamie, we're entitled. Yeah.
Jason, I cannot remember seeing two
Oh,
Vaughn-
clothesline.
If I'm hearing correctly, isn't that Macho on commentary?
It is.
Yeah,
Jimmy
yeah.
call himself Jimmy Voight now, but yeah, that's Mr. Macho commentating. Ah, the Boston Crab.
Uh-oh.
You're going to get flipped out of this one, I bet.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and then I gotta grab my back, sell it. Yep, you gotta sell it.
Oh, yeah. Sell it. Pretty good.
I naturally put my foot on the rope because I thought he was gonna try to pin me.
Oh, I
Take
see.
his
Okay.
time up to the top ropes.
I blew it.
A rookie do that. A rookie error. He's still in his first year.
Only a
of wrestling.
fool and a
You cannot
rookie.
take your
A
time.
rookie error.
Opponent is down on the mat.
Wait a minute, you're holding
A rookie error.
Oh, the drop kick.
Yeah, I think I blew that too.
Yeah, looked all right.
Giving credit to these two.
I mean, it wasn't the best angle for the camera to get
These
it,
two are
but I
falling
think it was
out,
all
but they
right.
keep coming back.
Dr. Dredd could never do that.
That's
The
gonna
drop
result
kick?
his
Never
back
tried
right
it?
near the neck
Yeah,
brace
I
after
couldn't
this.
do it. No.
I was a real big
Bring it
advocate
up.
of it. Like Jim Brunzell was the guy that I tried to tailor mine off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I when I did a drop kick, I always made sure my feet stayed tight, clasp. I did the perfect
Yeah.
turn. You know, because I hated sloppy drop kicks like Greg Gagne. I couldn't stand those kind of drop kicks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Vaughn coming right
Can any
Sorry,
of you
Greg,
guys
I-
imagine trying to do a
Listen.
drop kick today at our age?
He's gonna put his head down.
Yeah. Power
Oh,
slam. That's
that's
a move
good.
I usually don't take.
Nice job.
Yeah.
Crash
I mean, I
Jeff,
did it. But
pays off.
Now that I think about
With
it,
Crossen.
Dixie Dave never
He
threw a
always
drop
won
kick.
because
It
of
must have
his
been something about the boots.
if you did, you'd be like Jerry Blackwell, Dave.
It had to have been the boots.
The boots
There's
were
that
too
front
heavy.
pile driver.
They had little springs in them.
I thought Hitman Hernandez won.
What's Crossen doing?
He's taking
Jason Dragon is killed at the middle of the ring.
Initiating up and oh!
Oh, the elbow off
That
the
was a
top
good one.
rope.
Ring the bell.
And here comes the
That's
booze. Listen to those boos.
Oh,
I remember I look at the
wow.
crowd and I'm like, what? I put my arms
They're
out like,
booing
what?
them big time.
I know. It's like
I
the
should've
only
waited.
time I ever got booed at the Dri-Dock.
Yikes.
I don't know why. I think it's because Jamie's little mishap on the ropes. They felt
Yeah,
sorry
it's
for
totally
him.
what
Yeah,
happened.
I
Everybody
think-
felt sorry for me.
Gentlemen, stay tuned. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
So Gizmo's got a comment here. He says, this is the first Boston Crab I remember seeing on NWF. Was that new or did I miss past ones? And a power slam. Yeah, no, I did the Boston Crab a couple times. I mean, I did one with Steve at, but you have never seen it, Gizmo. We've never watched that. That's from the Eddie Sharkey dual card. And
There was the Boston Crab that you did when you got Pearl Harbor from behind.
yeah, I had the Boston Crab on that show 38 that we watched. And it was hard to see, but yeah.
Yeah.
Because the camera didn't have a good shot of it. But then Roberts jumped on my back and I put my tooth through my lip. I'll never forget it. And that hurt like a son of a gun. Look at Jeff doing a little announcing.
Before Dr. Dredd.
Oh, the Russian Scorpions. Dirty Ernie is
Boy,
one of
here
those
we
guys.
go.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're here.
So one of the Russians is Dirty Ernie.
Team up.
Yep. And the other one was Steve, whatever,
Steve
Pyatt or something like that.
A potato with legs, man. He just couldn't do
Oh,
anything.
he was horrible.
He's the big fat Russian.
You got great outfits, though.
I think
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Jason referred to him as a tomato.
But Ernie did good, though. Yep.
Jason, dude.
I don't think he does anything. Nothing.
Yeah, he doesn't sell for you. That's the thing I didn't like. Ernie
No,
would at least sell.
Oh,
But this
yeah.
guy,
You know,
This
that's
guy
the
didn't
thing.
sell.
The Destructors wonder where I'll
I
take
can't
the pedals
believe
from
Ernie
me,
is still
and,
wrestling.
partner, I just had to
I
scrounge
just
it
can't.
up.
Well, his kid
But now
too.
it's
You know,
gonna
his
be
kid was a little guy
Sid
running
Vicious
around the
seeing him
Dri-Dock,
going
and
Yes,
he's
yes.
now a wrestler. You know.
And he's been wrestling for quite a while.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Russian Scorpions.
Ernie.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on.
The time that Ernie laughed all the time when Dr. Dredd would,
They're giving him a warning. It looks
I
like
didn't have
he's
my
giving the
teeth.
chains up. He put the chains
You remember when
up.
Ernie Dirty used to come out with the chainsaw, and he had that big,
Oh, yeah.
big
Yep.
hong, and not just a chainsaw, a big like
Oh,
one they would
my
cut
gosh,
these big
yes.
pines with, the big massive chainsaw.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. There's John Hoffman.
Yep.
Greater weight advantage.
Ryan
Simply
Rudd.
by looking at the two teams.
Now they turn their backs and get Pearl Harbored.
I don't think.
Yep. Oh, that's dumb.
Yeah, Nicholas having some issues. Home family. I'm not bringing the comments in, but Nicholas, we're thinking of you. I'm reading them.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Wayne's got a little shed a little light with Ernie's son. Yeah, he did a masked Russian gimmick as well. Oh wow! So
Yeah.
And Sam also did a Patriot Mark IV gimmick too.
I just remember, I remember him as a young kid here at the Dri-Dock, and I remember I had my last appearance at Dri-Dock. He's the little kid that come up and shook my hand at the end of the match.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's a good thing he's in the business, you know.
Yep. Now, Steve was just horrible.
Yeah, Steve
He was
Pad, he's
just-
this big fat Russian. I shouldn't say fat, but he's a big guy. Big tomato, as Jason called him.
Oh, my.
That's all we have to commentate by.
See, a rare shot of us getting the camera guy caught in the shot. They're usually pretty good at that, not doing that. Kicking him and running out of the ring.
The ref should disqualify the Destructors right now. There should only be one man in the ring.
You can say he, quote, kicked his butt.
Yeah, kick his butt.
God, Jeff, do you remember? I remember having matches with these guys, and it was just not a fun match because of the big guy.
Yeah. Ernie was decent though.
Ernie was okay. I mean, Ernie would sell for you, but
Yeah, but he
Ernie's
was
a good
just
guy.
terrible.
yeah, Ernie was a really, Dirty Ernie, guys, was a very nice guy.
Oh gosh, yes, can't beat him.
Yeah, he had a big heart.
Yep.
Like when we had LO wanted to come in and take over the NWF, and we were going to go to LO instead of public access, and we'd start getting ad revenue. And I coordinated the whole thing, and got Jeff on board. He's like, yeah, let's do it.
Yep.
And then we went to Ernie, but Ernie knew we would lose Scott Dotzler and Greg Bushman, our crew.
Yeah.
He felt bad for them, and because he felt bad for them, he nixed it.
Which really screwed us, actually.
It did screw us because we would have had some revenue, For the first time, the NWF would have been making some decent money at that time.
Yep.
you know?
Absolutely. Yep. Yep.
Between Destructor 2 and Russian 1.
It's a shared revenue, so basically all the advertisers, the cable company get half, we'd get half. It was a pretty good deal.
Oh, I love it.
Destructor 2.
Looks like we got a new viewer.
Yeah, Dave's channel.
I have nothing to do with that.
He says, "Glad I found your channel. I don't know who Dave's channel is, but hey, welcome in, man. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, all right. Oh,
we're watching the Destructors right now against the Russian Scorpions, and we were talking about how rough it was wrestling this Russian team because they didn't give an inch too much.
No.
It's hard to have
Well, this half of the Russian team would yell.
Ramming his face right into the center of the
Dave, are you on this card?
That rain has a sprain.
Am I in Discord? No.
Dave was at one of these Dri-Dock shows. Remember, Jeff? We seen Dave on the outside walking to the ring and stuff. People.
Yes, he was out. Yeah, taking care of the stuff for the ring or the yeah.
How long have you been wrestling Crusher? At this point, on this show, I was 17, and I started when I was 14. So and I was just about to turn 18. So about 4 years at this point. And that's with 2 years of growing hell pains of trying to do it yourself. As kids. Until I met Eddie Sharkey.
Well, how old are you now?
Smartened up a little bit. Me?
John, how old are you now?
Today I am 50. What year is it? 2024. I'm 54 years old. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's unreal.
I always got to know what year it is. You start forgetting when you get our age.
Yeah, I'm 65.
Yeah. So you were what?
Jeez.
11 years older than me at the time. Then.
Yeah, how old are you, Dave?
I will be 51 next month.
Don't only move, I'll get him in.
And you?
I'm 50.
I'm still the old guy.
God, did you hear that ring make that noise when he hit the turnbuckles? Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel sorry for the distractors.
What do you think Steve weighed, guys?
There's one team I would not want to
Oh, wow.
Steve had this big Russian.
290, 280?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe even over 300.
One dude, the only thing he can is frontal
Ah, yeah.
That big gut, that adds up.
'Cause, I mean, I'm a
I
big
know
guy.
now. I know now.
Yeah. Yeah, at least 290, I think. He was so bad.
Mr. Crossen, Jimmy Voigt.
Yeah, Jason accidentally called him Mr. Mantra or whatever. It's Jimmy Voigt now.
Yeah.
Grabs him by the hair.
Yeah, see, like, the Russian just, Jeff, I don't think he could bump. Like, I don't think he could take a bump.
Couldn't. No, he
I think
couldn't.
he would have hit the mat. I don't think he's going to get enough.
Yeah. I mean, this is the kind of guy that you would like think you could give him a back body drop and do the Jerry Blackwell back body drop.
Oh, no way. Oh, no.
Well, if he's smart, which I very doubt, he was
It's Ryan Rudd in there getting choked.
Distractor too was lifted off his feet while
Ryan was a really nice guy, you guys. The Destructor. I mean, these guys were really nice to talk with. So, Damien, to answer your question, was this the ring that had 2x4s, the one you had to put chairs under when they would break? Yeah, they were. It was like, it wasn't all 2x4s, but there, I would say maybe some of the beams were steel, but then there were some 2x4 beams. And, and the 2x4 beams, if you got landed on there in the wrong spot, you'd break them. But by this time, at this point, I think we had converted it all to steel. So I think we were done with breaking 2x4s.
Yeah, I remember, like, little by little, as we got money, we would buy like
Yeah.
two more beams, two more metal beams.
Yeah, replace those pine 2x. It was always the pine 2x4s that broke. That we had a couple of oak ones that never broke.
Well, this must have been pretty early because we're still using the tarp as a
the tarp.
Yeah, we didn't get the canvas yet. Well, see, remember Larry got us a nice canvas in '87
Yes.
from the pole barn, but he kept it.
Oh, that's
right. And he had to give the ring back. And he gave us the old crappy tarp again because it was his canvas.
Oh, yeah.
I know the canvas looks way better, but boy, I really preferred the tarp.
Oh, God, yeah, that sucks.
Because you get canvas burns all over your arms and shit.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
You'd be so burned up. From
Yep.
the canvas.
Well, that's part of the business, though, Jamie.
Oh, I know.
Well, Jeff, do you remember if you forgot our elbow pads, how much we'd get elbow burns?
Yeah.
Oh, I tell you what.
It sucked.
Really bad.
Yeah, if you forget your elbow pad, that's why I always wore 2 elbow pads, just for that reason.
You call me a biased announcer.
But no, also the ring, like Larry in the pole barn in Dayton, he had done all the ropes, the cableized ropes.
Yeah.
But when he had to give the ring back, he kept those because he was building the ring again, and he gave us the crappy ropes back. So that's why we're back to these ropes again.
I actually prefer these ropes too.
Yeah, because your skin would get pinched on those.
Yeah, the cableized ropes. So it was almost like a hose with a wire in it, and when you bounce up against the ropes would stretch, and then as you left the rope, the hose would like pinch your back. Every fucking time. Oh, it was terrible.
I don't remember that, but I believe it.
Oh, my.
Apparently, I'm a total pussy. I just remember getting burned and pinched.
No,
Well, it's all on how you can. Some people, I used to go off like you did, though, Jamie. I wasn't off my back. Some people go on their side. You know.
Oh, right, yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, I think no matter what, you're getting pinched, right? At least
because Larry used the rubber hosing. If he would have used the hard plastic hosing, that wouldn't have happened.
Oh, right. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. But he used the rubber hosing so it would stretch.
Yeah.
Very true.
That was not fun.
You're saying
Long match with the Destructors here, because I think after this, is it Dr. Dread and Pretty Boy?
what an elbow.
Uh-oh.
I think it might be.
They know how to street fight. They're doing that now. Now the big rushing coming in. Wait, oh!
See, Ernie no-selling there for all those hits that John gave him for some reason.
Rushing too.
Yeah, that's Ernie could bump, but he would sometimes no-sell for
Those
some reason.
Destructors are breaking every rule in the book tonight. Just
And Ernie would always do this like invincible, like he'd walk like this, you know, like he's doing right now. Trying to get that image over.
I still didn't see no tag.
I can remember Ernie, though, when we would be training, like we'd get the ring set up in Ernie's new place out in Dayton. We'd have it outside. And I remember Ernie going over with guys like saying, don't just like be silent. Like you're like, yell, actually yell. You know, get your voice involved when you're like yelling at the ref. You know, don't just try to teach us to be more vocal.
Yep, yep.
True.
Yeah, it's too bad we didn't have a place where the, you know, I mean, I know we did later in Dayton and stuff, but it's too bad that when we were younger, we didn't have more practice time.
Yeah, absolutely. Like that's what I tell Ricky Henry, the Canary Kid. You guys are lucky today that you have a place to go train, learn it right, practice, all that stuff. Yeah, you guys have got it really good now. I wish we had that. It wasn't that. You guys don't understand. It's not that easy. Just I had the ring, but to set it up was a process, and to have a place to set it up. Yeah, that wasn't exactly easy.
No, exactly right. Mm-mm.
I remember one time, Jeff, we set the ring up. You remember this? At Rick Pitts' parents' place in Coon Rapids off of East River Road.
Yep.
Or West River
exactly.
Road. East River Road, I think it was,
East River Road, yep.
Yeah, it's like a little little tiny farm there tucked away.
Yeah, exactly, yep. Really small, yep.
We had the ring set up there to practice. And
yep.
It's in Coon Rapids, I think, or right on the border of Coon Rapids and Fridley.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I had it at my house, too, remember?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
So Sports Talk's got a question. Did you guys ever do an event that featured submission matches? Yeah, we had submissions.
Yeah.
But as far as like a whole event that was submission matches,
not where they're all submissions, but we've had people submit. Throughout the course of time. Like, I don't know, is there events, Dave, that are just like submission events?
I don't remember any.
Yeah.
And it's gonna take more than
But I know that we would do submissions. You know what we did a lot of too was disqualifications. We'd have a lot of disqualification matches. You don't see that so much anymore.
Yeah.
You know, I know TNA stole our idea.
Yeah.
What's that?
I said I know TNA stole our idea.
The All Cage show?
Yep.
Yeah. Starcade 87. I got all the promos for it.
Yep.
Every match is going to be a cage match at the Armory.
This match was gross. Just did not. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It's a long match.
It's a long one, too.
Yeah, it's a long match.
And because it went so long, I think the Dr. Dread Pretty Boy Taylor match got cut short.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Do we have a time limit on the on our show?
Like really? This
Well, we normally
bad.
should. I don't think anybody's keeping track, though. I think we just find out from the man that you only got X amount of minutes left now.
Oh.
Yeah.
After this match, we'll be going home and looking.
Yeah, I think those tapes were pretty short. They were only like 20 minute tapes or something.
60-minute tapes.
Were they 60? Okay.
Yeah, that was the max.
Yep.
So you had to get it in there under 60 minutes, otherwise you'd run out of tape.
Yeah, this was not good at all.
You're not a fan of this match, are you, Jeff?
Oh, I'm going to sleep. No.
Oh, okay, I see what he's saying. So Sports Talk is saying, let me rephrase the question. Was the match ever promoted as a submission match only? Like, it's in other words, the only way to win would be by submissions.
No.
I'm trying to think if we ever did it, you know, in the early days.
I feel like a lot of those a lot of those. Well,
I've been on this
I was
side
gonna
all
say
night. I
I
don't think they're
feel like a
gonna
lot
hurt
of
me.
those specialty type matches didn't
Yeah.
really start happening until the '90s, but
Right.
because I mean,
I
we
think that's
grew up
it.
in Minnesota, and the AWA where it's pretty vanilla. You know, it was run by Vaughn.
No, that's it.
And it was, you know,
Mm.
once the WWF got more popular, and you know,
Yeah, I don't
every
recall
month is
doing
a
a submission
different,
only match
Money in
at
the
all.
Bag, the ladder, that
Jason's calling for Jeff Dinsmore, but that was a mistake because you're going to see Dr. Dread come into the ring here.
There he is.
And we try to
There
make
we
the
go.
save.
You guys
Me and
finally
Dread come in to
Yep,
save
yep,
these
yep.
guys. And Jeff wanted to bang them together, and I'm busy still hitting them, not paying attention. And now we missed the bang up.
Breaking loose.
Mhm.
2, 3, 4.
We're supposed to bang them together.
Smack him once.
Yeah.
There we go.
So Dread just
There
does
you
the
go.
double headbutt. But see, look at that Steve Payne
Oh,
didn't sell it
boy.
at all.
Come
He
on.
just didn't sell it at all. I know they're Russians. I know they're invisible, but come on, guys. You got to sell a little bit here.
Yeah, that's bad. They didn't sell at all.
Russians have just
Yeah.
fended off 5
Zero.
attackers.
I've never seen Jeff this fired up over a match where he's like not
Oh,
happy with it.
God.
I wonder if in Russian,
Jesus Christ. Come on now.
I wonder
He's
if
not
in
selling
Russian,
nothing. Ernie is a little bit, but oh my
A
God.
little bit, but even he could have sold more.
Yeah, he didn't sell that at all.
I wonder if in Russian professional wrestling the Americans are, act like the Russians do here in American wrestling.
I asked Ricky Henry about, I said, do you guys have any Russians in Ireland? Is that a thing? Like Russian wrestlers?
Oh, right, yeah.
He says, no, not at all. He says, that's not a thing here. He goes, I can see where it is in America, but here it's not. He goes, here it would be like UK wrestlers. That would be our Russians.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Feud between Ireland and UK, I guess.
Yeah, the troubles.
So Nicholas Watler has got a question for you, Jamie.
Yeah.
What was your favorite thing about wrestling?
Oh boy.
We have coming to the ring area first, I believe, referee Rick Pitts.
I kind of feel like it's kind of like showing off,
The showmanship?
Yeah, the showmanship of it. The selling,
entertaining the crowd.
Yeah, just entertaining people is my favorite thing.
And getting that reaction, that fan reaction.
The pop from the crowd.
Boy, they love Pretty Boy Taylor.
Well, hey, look at here. We got Pretty Boy Taylor and Dr. Dread coming up.
Excited for
Is
this.
is that the main event?
No, there's still another match, I
Really?
think. Yeah.
I would have thought that would have been the main event.
I think it's Dion.
Yeah.
Dion Dallas.
Oh, Dion was great.
Yeah.
Oh, he was awesome.
Yeah, he was.
Probably Crossen just combing his hair.
Now remember, guys,
my.
when you watch this on the Video Network or our new YouTube subscription service now that we're monetized, you will see this in better quality than you're seeing right now. Just
Yeah.
keep that in
Oh,
mind.
here he comes.
Uh-oh, we got Crusher Cross and Dr.
That's
Dread.
right. There you
Well,
go.
I'm Dread's partner, so I got to be there.
That's right.
So look at, I'm with Dread, now Dread's getting the booze a
Yeah,
little
Dred's
bit here.
getting food. Holy crap.
Crusher
Wow,
Crossen
that's
just had
not-
a stigma that night. I just think,
Yeah, that's
Jamie ruined it
terrible.
for me. What the heck's going on here?
I just turned the whole event on its head.
wow, that's terrible.
You know, it was supposed to be Crusher Crossen turning Dr. Dread face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Mm.
So Pretty Boy Taylor's going to make it out here shortly here.
Oh, yeah.
Steve's not being ready. I mean, Steve's wasting valuable tape time here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I do not know Crusher Crossen. Pretty much perhaps we
And-
have a pre-match interview.
We got a question for now for both Dave and Dread. Same question that Jamie had. What's your favorite thing about wrestling?
I'll let you go first.
You know what the thing of it is it was I didn't want to be a wrestler. But it's just I don't know, it was awesome. I mean, it was just, to get booed was great. To be a heel was awesome.
And you were a heel in the beginning.
Yes, yes.
Who was it who told you to do Dr. Dread?
I've just been instructed by our
What was that?
referee.
I said, who was it who told you to start wrestling as Dr. Dread?
You did. You did.
I know, I suggested it. We needed
Yes,
somebody
you
that
did.
night. Here it comes,
I
Steve.
didn't know anything
finally.
about it.
Now this
Oh, here
guy,
he comes.
you know, Steve Engstrom, you guys, give him his credit. He can bump like no other.
Oh,
watch
yeah,
him.
No doubt.
Just watch him bumping this thing.
Look at that.
That's great.
And he took that right on the apron, wherever there's no bounce.
So
I
have
even
some
look good.
I have some questions for Jeff here. So Jeff, you said that Sean asked you to do this that night. Had you like practiced any?
No.
Was this your first match?
No. This,
Yeah,
this
that was
wasn't
my
his first.
first.
This wasn't your first match, Jeff. This was the first time Jeff wrestled was the first time we were in the Dri-Dock, which I don't have anymore.
Oh,
That was back
yeah.
in the spring.
That's right.
But no, he didn't. He didn't have much time to practice at all. That's why he had a match with me. Right. It was me against
right.
Dr. Dread.
That's right.
Because I needed an opponent at the Dri-Dock.
That's right. Okay. Like you're really good for not, you know.
By this
to be
time,
a wrestler and not having much practice, you're really fucking good.
There you go.
Had it down. Look at that clothesline. Look at that bump. Man, he was good.
It made me look really good.
Oh, Steve made us all
Really
look good.
good.
Except
Oh
for the
my
Dixie
God.
Dave.
Yep.
We didn't need no help in it.
And that big hair spot in Steve's back, it was always a common of discussion.
Always.
Like, people are always like, what the hell is that? And I asked him one time, I said, Steve, what is that? He's like, it's a birthmark. I said, okay.
I remember that. Yeah.
Because I was just curious, like, how do you get this big hair spot here?
Uh-oh. No, he's not biting. Oh, I guess he is.
I mean, Jeff, we're supposed to be faces, and we are doing a lot of heel tactics here.
Oh, yeah. No doubt. There you go.
Speaking of it,
Oh.
That was real stupidity right there.
Oh, Jason, he's another one who can make you laugh when he wanted to.
Oh, my God.
That's why I can't wait to see him
I
on the
honestly
show.
can't wait to have him on the show.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, referees.
Somebody get over there and help him.
Here comes a figure four leg lock.
Uh-oh, here it comes. Here it comes. That hurt. That hurt like hell.
It could hurt. Look at. I think I think Dredd is submitting.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
And that had to hurt the figure four even more by him doing that.
That was Dion, wasn't it?
Right. See, this finish, you guys, is not right. This isn't. We're the faces. Why did we have Dion interfering? This isn't the right finish. I mean, this shouldn't have happened this way.
No.
Apparently, you guys are just actually heels, and we didn't know it this whole time.
Yeah, we're.
The
Look
audience
at
figured it out. before
Pretty Boy's
everybody
getting
else.
cheered. This is not the way it should. We screwed up here, Jeff,
No doubt.
on this finish.
Dred's doing a great job.
Pretty Boy Taylor, can I possibly get you over here? No.
There's Ernie's kid right there, you guys. Talking about him earlier. Yeah, right on the corner of the screen.
Yeah, Dallas. And one thing to say to you for coming in this match, I will accept this as a win. I've got you at the end of this night. And believe you me, it's going to be a match of first blood. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, you heard it. Obviously, Leon Dallas interfering in the match of Pretty Boy Taylor and Dr. Dread. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you will stay tuned, we have more exciting action of the National Wrestling Federation come up. Don't you go away. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the final
Here's a question for you, Jeff from Gizmo. Dr. Dread, great entertaining match. Did you ever have to put Crusher in his place? Well, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to answer one for Jeff right there. When I did that razor blade to my forehead and screwed up, as soon as I went to the back room, the first person I ran into was Jeff. And Jeff looked me in the eye and he said, "You stupid motherfucker."
That's exactly what that's exactly right.
He
Yes.
shook his head and walked away.
Oh my God. Doggone it.
I know, I'm sorry. It wasn't stupid. You dumb motherfucker. That's what it
Yeah.
was.
But I told you before, I said, you know what? Don't go too deep.
Yep, you were trying to warn me on that.
Yeah.
But anyways, Jeff, anything at times you had to put me in my place?
Oh, you know what? No. You know, you were awesome. I mean, it was easy to wrestle with you. It was so much fun.
Well, Gizmo always looks for dirt, so I'm thinking he's wanting to find, like, is there ever any time you'd have to give dirt on me for any dirt incident? No?
There's none. There's none.
Dion with the squash match.
Wow.
No, that was because we were running out of tape time because of the damn Russian match.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
So, yeah, we're short on time, so that had to be a squash.
Yeah.
He almost, I don't know if you saw his entrance. He went in over the top rope and he almost lost it. Going over the top rope.
He hurdled the top rope?
Yeah. And, he ended up
to
grab the ref. To,
Well, you know, that can happen. I remember one time I went in and caught my foot caught, and
Yeah, jumping in over the top is a pretty ballsy move.
Yeah.
It's just like, what, 4.5 feet or something?
Well, a normal ring. Our ring was only 2 feet off the ground.
No, I mean the top rope from the
ground. About 4.5 feet, yeah.
Yeah.
So look at that, a pretty big crew in the van to do all this for us. All these guys working on the behind the scenes.
Cum Dotzler?
Cum Dotzler, yeah, Scott Dotzler's brother.
Huh.
He's a littler guy. Blonde hair, I remember him.
Unreal.
Oh, we had a great setup there, guys.
Yeah.
Oh my, it was so good.
Do you remember, was the green room, was it the kitchen?
The green room.
Like the backstage area? Was it, were we in
It
the
was-
kitchen?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kitchen.
It was a kitchen area because
It was a kitchen. Yep.
They had the
yep,
sink
yep.
and everything to clean up
Yeah,
stuff.
we just like hung out in the kitchen at the bar.
Well, when I went back, when I cut my forehead, you guys, and I went back, and Jeff said what he said, and I'm like, and then I went and I
he
looked
was
at,
right.
I didn't know until I looked in the mirror, and I seen my face in the mirror, and I looked, you know, like when you have a big cut, it opens up, and it looked like a big mouth on my forehead.
Oh my God!
Could we
Yeah.
see your skull? I feel like we could.
Yes,
see your
I could.
skull.
It was cut
Yeah,
through all those
no
layers.
doubt.
It was bad.
Yep. No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
You still have a scar from that?
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know if the camera can
Oh,
pick it up. You
yeah.
see that?
Oh, yeah,
right
yeah.
there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Right there.
Yep.
And so I was outside of the other part of the Dri-Dock where we used to have, when we had a big crowd, they would watch the closed circuit of the Dri-Dock in that section.
Yep.
And I was laying on a bench and I had tape wrapped up in gauze trying to stop the bleeding and it wouldn't stop. And Chris Down's mom, Ice Dragon's mom, came
Yep.
up and she said,
Mhm.
you need to go to the doctor. You're going to need stitches. I'll drive
Yep.
you. And she
Yep.
she
Yep.
drove me.
Mhm.
Her and Jay Downs, Chris's brother, and myself
Yep.
went to the Unity, and we went to the emergency room, and I had to wait 2.5 hours to get
Yep.
stitches.
Mhm.
The guy next to me was stabbed trying to catch a shoplifter.
You're kidding.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and we're
that's
both
right.
waiting. You know, so
Yep.
and I just wanted
Unreal.
to get the stitches. I was still in my wrestling gear. I wanted to get the stitches and get the heck out of there because I had another
Yeah.
match to do, and I
Yep.
wanted to get another match in.
But you didn't make it.
I didn't make it. I came back and they're tearing the ring down. I was so bummed.
Wow. Do you remember how many
that's the thing
stitches
about
you
us
ended up
back in
getting?
the business? We all loved it so much we wanted to do as much as we could in the ring.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly right.
Dave, I'm trying to think stitches. How many? I don't remember how many I got. But I do remember making money off the whole thing because I claimed that on my dad's homeowner's policy, and I said what happened is I was changing my oil and caught my head under the car, and they said you better check with your auto policy. So I did,
You had.
and I
Yeah.
got paid twice. They reimbursed me twice for the hospital, the car insurance and the regular insurance.
Wow.
You had 13 stitches.
It's 13.
Yes, I know that. Yes.
So real quick. So there's been a few episodes of the podcast that I've been on, and people have always asked, like, "Oh, has Crusher ever done anything shady?" Okay, so he just admitted to insurance fraud.
Yeah, that's right.
There
He did.
So there it is, everybody.
I learned from Steve Engstrom. He was trying to do a workman's comp claim at the time, I think. I learned from him. That's all I can say.
I don't know what I think maybe 40 years is the statute of limitations on insurance.
Oh my!
Well, I didn't purposely. They told me check with your auto policy, so I did. And next thing you know, I got 2 checks. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Sure, it's fine.
Hey.
I wouldn't worry about it.
And there he says it. Gizmo finally says, "Finally,
you got it.
Nerd on Crusher.
You got it."
Let's see. I'll get to Nicholas Watler. I'm gonna get to your question too, but just so we're on the same subject, Wayne is asking. Was that the first time you bladed? No, I did it the show before and I didn't cut to, and I did it right. But it wasn't just a little bit. There was a little bit, and I'm like, that's not enough color. That's why I pushed so hard the second time because I wanted more color. Boy, did I get it.
Oh my.
Yeah, Jeff, you never did it because you had the mask on.
I had the mask, so no big deal there.
And Dave, I don't think we were blading at all during the time you were involved. The blading all started in the Dri-Dock days.
Oh yeah.
I don't think too many parents would have been psyched on that.
No, that wouldn't have went over.
Probably not.
We used a lot of fake blood though.
80s parents were pretty lenient, but boy, that might have been where the line got drawn.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Yep, no doubt.
So Nicholas now is asking me what my favorite thing about wrestling and how much motivation did you have to keep training? But we self-taught, so there wasn't a whole lot of training for me until I met Eddie Sharkey, and the kind of training I got from Eddie wasn't formal training; it was informal. Like I'd just show up at his camp, and he would be giving me tips and techniques, several times. So that's kind of how that went.
So as far as his camp, was his camp like a training school?
Yeah, he would train in like a gym, which didn't necessarily have a wrestling ring. There were sometimes there was, but a lot of times it was just wrestling mat pads.
Okay.
And you would train on the pads, and it was just taking bumps, and just whatever they were working on for the day, you would just be doing it over and over and over. That's kind of how Eddie trained. The repetition thing.
So he trained you and Rick Rude and the Road Warriors and
Well, when I was there hanging out with them, Jerry Lynn was being trained at the time. And
Sean Waltman.
Well, Sean Waltman, yeah, but I was never really there too much at that time.
Yeah.
When he came in, by that time I had already done it all, training.
Charlie Norris was in there, Ricky Rice.
Charlie Norris, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Ricky Rice was already established though. Again, he was wrestling in '86.
Yep.
Tommy Ferrara, I remember him training.
Yep. Jeff Warner would come in.
Yep.
Tim Hunt.
Yeah. Yeah, and that one that Bertman, was it Bertman? God, I think his last name was Bertman or whatever. Troy had a match with him.
I don't remember.
God, I can't think of his name. But anyways, he was training then too. Yeah, there's a few guys. But yeah, as far as motivation, what I had was motivation to keep the NWF going. That was where my motivation was. And what it was the fun and the thrill of doing it. That was the motivation for all of us.
I mean, living out your dream.
And I think you guys mentioned it. I don't know who said it, but it was that crowd. I think it was Jamie, the crowd reaction. Now I was telling John McCann on Forward the other week. The reason we're in here doing this is because we're here. Yeah, we have fun in the ring, but it's that fan reaction to entertain and be in front of people. And that's what I told him. The
fan reaction and interaction with the fans.
Right.
Yes, exactly.
That's what it's all about.
That's why I know I keep harping on this. And, people who watch this show, afterwards, what they don't realize is this show is so much more fun live because you asked You comment, we respond.
Exactly. And now that we don't normally have all these guys together, Jamie, did you ever wrestle Dr. Dread?
No.
But I know you had a tag match with him.
I did?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Wow, I don't think wow.
Yeah,
I don't remember that.
It was a 6-man tag.
He throws at you.
And maybe it was when I had to go to the hospital to get the stitches and I needed somebody to take my place. And I think, Jamie, you did.
Huh.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
Could be. Yep.
Do we have footage of that? Like, it was
it's on one of the Dri-Dock shows. It'll be one of these ones we restore.
Yeah, it'd be awesome to see that. Yeah, I don't remember.
I don't know. Wow, I don't remember that at all.
Here's a question for Dave by Nicholas. He wants to know, what was your favorite wrestling move that you like to do, Dave?
Oh, I don't even remember what my favorite moves were. I know I was a big splash guy.
I was going to say the splash. I mean, that's what you use the most.
It's a classic.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen a lot of that.
That would have been one of my favorite moves, is the big splash.
Yep.
At the time when I joined the NWF, I was one of the larger kids, so kind of a Hillbilly Jim, King Kong Bundy crossover.
Right.
So I got a question for Gizmo and those guys. I mean, they may have not seen the beginning, but Ricky Henry, aka the Canary Kid, becoming my new co-host on NWF Forward beginning the end of the month. I'm curious what you guys think of that. Ricky and I have been going toe to toe a little bit here. This could be an interesting combination with the two of us getting together like that. He's trying to. You guys, Canary Kid's trying to get me to come out of retirement. Now, I haven't been in a wrestling ring in 37 years, but don't tempt me, guys, because I will not. I mean, I hate to cripple a bird, but I will go in there and I will, Crusher Crossen is still here, guys. And, Ricky's used to going against guys like me, bigger guys and stuff and older guys. So it's nothing new to him. But I don't know. Then again, I'm in my 50s. I don't know if I could. Do you think I could handle these new matches that they do today? I don't know. We'll see.
I think you could.
Maybe not the high spots, but I think you got some leg drops and suplexes and pile drivers in you for sure.
Oh hell, Jamie, I'm thinking drop kicking still. I mean, I could still do it.
Yeah, I think my drop kicking days are over.
I think I could do it. I don't know how it's going to feel landing, but
or the next day is the big problem.
But
I'm going to throw this out there. If we bring them over to American soil, maybe I'll step into your corner as a manager.
Is it becoming as a manager in my corner? Well, it's interestingly, the Canary Kid's protege, Ben Nelson, said he'll be in my corner. So I've already got some support from Ireland.
Yeah, there you go.
But I don't know, you guys. If I pluck the feathers off the bird, I probably get booed right out of Ireland.
The first time you got booed.
Well, I'll say this: wherever if you are ever stepping back into the ring, I will be there to see it live. So
yep,
I don't care where it happens. I'm flying there.
Yep.
I'm seriously thinking about visiting Ireland. I've never been. I've always wanted to see Europe somewhere, shape or form. So, and to see one of their shows in person, I think would be great.
Oh yeah.
Whether I come out of retirement or not is yet to be determined. But I'll tell you something: the kid's pushing my buttons. He's pushing my buttons.
Yep.
And it's all in good fun, you guys. Ricky and I do this it's the wrestling entertainment business, and we're having fun with it. Believe me, Ricky and I are great friends. But he
seems like a great kid.
He's definitely tempting me.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
He's a great promo, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he can do he's done some live in-ring promo stuff, and he's really good at it.
Yeah,
really good.
He filmed and edited that whole segment himself, and it was great.
And he did it fairly quick. I mean, I just expected a promo, for the show. And like I said, you guys, what we're talking about. If you missed the beginning, you just have to rewatch it. But he did a nice little promo for us at the beginning to kind of announce he's coming to NWF Forward. So it's and I got to remind everybody, Dixie Dave is going nowhere. He's still going to be my co-host on Rewind. So don't get too confused.
Just to get facts straight, Rewind is Dixie Dave's brainchild.
Wait a minute. You got to have
So,
a brain first.
Uh-oh.
well,
Yeah, Dred,
you know,
Dred doing a promo,
I do
cutting a promo on you.
occasionally,
I'm giving you crap.
I do occasionally have episodes where my brain activates.
I
And you
have
know-
no brain.
And you know, you guys, just so you know, the four of us here, we're talking about doing ourselves a Vegas trip coming up next year.
Yes.
If anybody's going to be, we'll announce that more as we get closer to dates and stuff. And if anybody wants to come out to Vegas and hang out,
Oh my God.
we're
Yeah.
talking about going out there for about 3 days or so and just to have fun and
Yep.
chill and get together again.
Exactly.
And we're going to try to
Just
get
for a
more of
bunch of
our,
Hall of Famers to get together, and
yeah.
who knows what we're going to run into. I mean, there's a few things that we could get into out there.
Yeah.
You know what we should do is find out if there's an indie league out in Vegas, and then all four of us get in the ring.
Well, there is an indie league out in Vegas.
No.
Yeah, let's do it.
No, Jamie, there is an indie league. It's Future Stars of Wrestling. I'm in touch with the owner, Bodie Young Prodigy. Well, we could probably make that happen.
Yeah, we got a couple months to train everybody. You know,
if nothing else, we could make a visit out there and just hang.
I'll say this,
check out
I
the
think
ring.
we'll-
Maybe hit the ropes again for.
I think we'll do better than Ric Flair's last match. I think we'll fare
Oh
better than
my.
that, so.
Yeah.
That was bad.
Yeah, sorry, Rick, if you're watching.
You know, Jeff and Jamie, you know, little known fact, I do have friends that have been in the bigger leagues who are out in that neck of the woods who I've already been in contact with about us getting together with them.
I would get in the ring with you guys if you wanted to do that. So just let me know ahead of time. I need to start stretching now.
We have to. Jamie and I have to do a lockup again. We haven't done that. In
Yeah,
37
you're
years.
right.
Yeah.
I don't know about a German suplex, but
I don't know if we'll do any bumps like that.
Yeah.
But yeah. But Dave, I know we're kind of getting to the end of the show. Do you want to do the?
Hey, are we getting to the point where we're going to talk about next week's forward?
I was going to say we should talk about what's coming up. Yeah.
And this forward, you guys, I'm actually talking about joining in because I'm kind of excited.
Now, before I get to forward, though, I just want to put the little graphic up. This is what we were talking about earlier. September 26th, the new co-host of NWF Forward, the very flamboyant, very entertaining in the ring, by the way, Ricky Henry, the Canary Kid. I'm really looking forward to this. A new chapter in NWF Forward now. So
Awesome.
That'll be good. And that'll be September 26th. So as Dave alluded to, next week on Forward, Ricky will not be with me. That'll be the show, the Forward after. But what we have coming up on our next Forward, we're all looking forward to it. San Antonio Style Wrestling. Sean Hernandez, former TNA World Tag Team Champion, LAX. I'm sure, for those of you who've been to wrestling and maybe you've heard of him. And his young protege, Officer Smalls, or at least one of his trainees that he's training in a school, which started back in 2023. Looking forward to talking to these guys, showing you little highlights. So this kid's good, you guys. A lot of Lucha Libre influence, I see.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Very, very talented. I think this kid's going places as he gets a few years under him. And very, very going to be great. And I've been in touch with his parents, this young man, and he's really looking forward to coming on with this, Dave. And Dave,
Yep.
you're going to join me on that one, right?
Yeah. I'm actually kind of excited about this one. So I'm thinking about jumping on in and joining 2 weeks in a row, going back to an every week schedule for a couple weeks here.
But it's great. I really love Forward because we're able to talk to the new era and we're kind of, embracing our NWF history as well. Talking to these guys, kind of saying, this is how we did it. What you guys have is an awesome opportunity. You're doing it the right way. And it's just a great analogy and comparison that we can do, And
it's a great way to get these young kids exposure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let them
for sure.
get them,
I
let
mean,
people know about them. Yeah.
With doing Forward, we're giving the exposure. Okay, next week we have Sean Hernandez.
Yep.
He sees something, say he likes our show, watches it. He sees the Canary Kid on the show. Who knows? Canary Kid could get brought into the U.S., go work for Super Mechs.
Well, that's another reason, you bring that up, Dave. That's part of the reason why, I want Canary on with me is because I want to give him some exposure to these other organizations. for that reason. You know, it's indirect networking and, you know, maybe making a connection. So that's the kind of thing you got to do in the indie business. So
it'll be interesting to see what happens 10 years from now. How many of these kids are the future, you know, end up being superstars. So
yeah,
it'd be really cool to, you know, be able to look
You know,
back on this and know that you had a hand in, you know, helping their career forward and stuff. So,
well, I mean, that's all I can do now. I mean, you know, I'm joking around about getting in the ring again, and I'm actually not joking about it. I tell you this much: if I do that, Jamie, I'm not going to go in. I will get myself in shape, and I will. So when I go into that ring, I'm not gonna half-ass it, and I'm gonna try to at least make myself, you know, somewhat like Crusher Crossen would be. But
well, if you four want to do a tag match in Vegas, I'll start getting in shape too. So,
yikes!
But
well, not me.
I'll
not
buy 2
me.
knee braces and.
Yeah, Jeff, you're remember now. Jeff was what 10, 11 years older than us, so he, you know, it would be like me being 60 some years. I'm not gonna. I've said it before. I'm not gonna be a 65-year-old Ric Flair. I'm not doing that. You know, that's too old.
Here's the thing, Jamie. If we did do this match, you know, Crusher and Dr. Dread are former tag champions. It'd have to be you and I going up against them.
Yeah, I'll be the second there.
What?
I'll be the second.
And then that means I have to do all the work, Jeff, as I always did.
Okay, that's okay. Yeah, you always did anyway.
I'm just kidding. No, it was Jeff and I were a great team. We made it.
Oh gosh, yes.
We made it a good team, you know. But yeah, guys, so that's what's coming up on the next NWF Forward, and so yeah, I thought it was a great show. It was great to relive the Dri-Dock.
Very good. Yes, awesome.
Yeah.
Do you, Sean? Do you have any of this footage from like you and Troy working with Ernie or Eddie?
I do.
Matches?
I mean, I have a few.
Yeah, you do.
I think I have like 3 matches.
I think that'd be cool to see those.
I have my last match I ever did in my career, the Russian Chain match with Slick Steenerson.
Yep. I remember that.
I ended up wrapping.
That was Steve Engstrom, wasn't he? The second with. I don't remember that, but yeah.
Yeah, he was the manager of Troy, and I wrapped him with the chain at the end of the match, and I ran him into 3 of the 4 ring posts, and then I took him out in the parking lot at George's and Fridley.
That was at George, wasn't it?
Yeah, George's and Fridley. Yeah, wild crowd there, you guys. Wild.
Oh my God, yeah. I remember it. Yep.
I was trying to look.
You know, we only normally had 100 people in there, but that's about all it could fit.
It was loud, though. They were a very rowdy bunch.
Oh, very, very.
And the crowded Georges were regulars.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, anytime he came to town, and every time Eddie came to George's, you'd always see the same people, approximately same spot.
And you know something, they treated me good. I didn't get booed there like I did at the Dri-Dock.
No,
I got the cheers. I mean, I got pretty few cheers. They didn't have a problem with me there. I got to tell you something. But Dave, let me just quick talk about that, and then I'll let you talk. When I got booed with Jamie tonight in this match, it really messes with you when you're not expecting this. So it's like just your psychology. You have to understand when you're in a match, your psychology and everything. It's like you're not supposed to get booed, and you are, and it really does mess with you.
Yeah, yeah.
So I couldn't figure it out, and you're almost pissed. And then when I get to the back room, and Jamie comes right up to me, he just with the grin on his face, "You got booed!" And he laughs and everything, and I'm like, "Jeff, get this kid out of here!"
Little do you know, that's my plan for our Vegas match too, is to fall through the ropes again. That's how I win the crowd over.
Let's just get a couple comments in here before we sign off, and then we're going to sign off, and we got some things to talk about Vegas after we go off the air. He says, "Sean, nice bump in the subscribers." This is Gizmo. "I see your channel is growing. Well deserved. Your new videos look great." Well, thanks, Gizmo. Appreciate that. We always appreciate you guys and Sky Sports and everybody, and Damien and Nicholas and Wayne for tuning in and chatting with us. I mean, we really appreciate having you guys along.
We appreciate Dave's channel coming in to check us out.
And Dave's channel, yes. we always want new people to come join us too, and don't be afraid to ask questions. Like we have a lot of people watching. Go ahead and ask questions and stuff, and we'll bring them right in. We're not afraid there.
Crusher and I, we performed in front of 5 people.
Yeah. Now here's Nicholas has a question. He says, Crusher, what was your favorite wrestling move? Guys, what do you think my favorite move was? I know what it is.
Well, I know you love throwing your drop kicks.
Yeah, I was going to say,
oh, there it is. It was a drop
real
kick.
good drop kick.
Yeah. Drop kick was my favorite. It's funny, that was my finisher. And you tell somebody today, what's your finisher? The drop kick. What? That's not a finisher today. It's a regular move. But
Yep.
back then it was.
That even Wayne says drop kick.
Yeah, it was the drop kick. It was, and again, Jim Brunzell, in my opinion, the best there was.
In reality, if you're running at someone and they kick you in the face with both feet, I mean, you're knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, that is a finisher.
Well, here's the thing to remember about the drop. When you hear the phrase flying drop kick, there's not too many people that do the flying drop kick anymore. The flying drop kick is when you're actually running. So, and I used to do that. That's the one that Kelsey claims I dislocated his jaw at the Armory. So basically, you throw the guy in the ropes, and then you go hit the ropes, and you run back, and then you flying drop kick.
Wow, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And I used to do it that way. But most people, when they drop kick, they're doing the traditional. They throw them and they stay in one spot. Yeah. They jumping Jim Brunzell style.
Yep.
Drop kick, which I did both, but I love doing the flying. I don't think Kelsey liked it too much, but I like doing it.
Kelsey.
After watching that tape, I think he's just trying to milk it. Kind of like Hulk Hogan trying to tell the Undertaker he injured his neck doing the pile driver in '91.
That's a good point. It makes one of those good. I think Ricky Henry said it too on Canary Kitty said it. We were talking off the show on the Forward show. He was saying some people like to say this because they're just good stories, right? They become good stories over time. I think he's got a point there. All right, guys. Well, it's been a great night. Thanks for tuning in again, everybody. And again, next week, join us for Forward. It's going to be a great show. We got Sean Hernandez coming on with Officer Smalls. I'm really looking forward to that one.
Oh, yeah.
So sounds good. A good one.
Our first big networking.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So we will see you guys all
next week.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, guys, stick with us here. I'm just going to run the ending credits. And
all right.
All right.